Hi
Hey, hey,
everyone, this is Dave and
hey!
Roxanne.
Welcome to another episode of It's a New Day, It's a New You. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
If this is the first time you're tuning into our page, we do these episodes once, two, sometimes more than 3 times per week. And the goal of this episode is to inspire you, to encourage you that if you had a tough day yesterday, there's always a new day to become a new you, to become all that God created you to be. Whew, we just finished, what do we do?
We had a morning jog.
Morning kind of jog
Run.
stairs, our favorite stairs. So we usually start this with a question. What's the question?
So the question today is, do you have room for what you're asking?
Yes, and if there was a message today, that one big message is, make room for it. Whatever you're asking for, make room for it.
Yes.
This idea came to us when we were watching, listening to, we listen to a lot of motivational, and we like the biblical motivation stuff that we watch. And one of them that's very good is Steve Harvey.
Yes.
And he shared a story when he was young. He always wanted to get a new car, and but he had his old car that was sitting in the driveway, and it was broken down, so he just left it there. So he kept telling his mom, he says, "Mom, I'm saving up for a car, and I'm gonna get a new car." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yes, Steve, but you still have your old car in the driveway." He's like, "Okay." So, and the way his mom teaches him is that he doesn't actually tell him the lesson. He actually, makes him think. So the next week he's saving up again. He goes up, "Mom, I have more money, and I'm gonna buy a new car." And the mom said again, but Steve, you still have your old car in the driveway." It's like, the last time he went, and he told his mom, and mom said the same thing. He got so mad. He says, "Mom, why are you so negative? I want to buy a new car, and you keep telling me about my old car." And then he started to think, you know what? Maybe my mom's got a point. So he went to call his friend to help him clean up the old car, give him to a junkyard and clean up. Just get some stuff on the driveway. He cleaned up the car. The week later, lo and behold, he got his new car. And then he went to his mom and said, "Look at it, Mama. I got my new car." It's like, and his mama said this, and this is an important point. He says, "Yes, because you now have room for it. You got rid of the old car in the driveway. Now you got room for your new car." Now this is so important, a very important point to a lot of us and a lot of you watching this. You want something new, but you're keeping the old stuff that's blocking it to come to your life, right?
Yeah, so the question is, what is it that's something that you've been holding on to, something that's, maybe, it's blocking you, that you've been asking the Lord, but it's not coming because you're probably holding on to something old, to something that's not good for you anymore, right?
And this might hurt because it could be anything. It could be relationships. It could be as simple as some clothes.
Some clothes, like for us, we notice when we clean up our clothes, when we gave away, when we donate our clothes, then we have more room for more new clothes. And for some reason, either someone gave
get it as a gift.
Yeah, we get it some gifts. That's
We get a discount, like my.
Yeah, we get discounts.
I was always wearing into a old sweater or whatever, and this is something small, but it applies.
Yeah.
I get rid of it, and Roxanne, I didn't even ask her.
Oh yeah, he didn't even ask me, and I just gave him a new jacket.
Yeah.
And then when you get rid
Got
of
a
those,
really good, and it was on discount, right?
yeah, with a discount, a big discount. And
Beautiful.
yeah, I what I can remember, another example is my previous relationship with before my husband. I was holding on to this relationship for almost 2 years, and I wasn't happy anymore. I know there's someone out there that's better for me, and he was a good guy, but then he's not good for me, and it was hard to let go of that old relationship. But when I let it go, God allowed me to have a relationship with Dave. So it's when sometimes it's scary to let go of something that's familiar, that's old, that's because you know what to expect already, what you have already. And if God is telling you to let go of that and just trust him, it's hard because you're trusting the unknown, you're trusting, you don't know what's gonna happen.
But you're really making room for it.
Yeah.
Another example is in our business, there's many platforms to advertise, and lately Facebook is very good, but it's becoming a challenge. But some people really hang on to it because they've been advertising it for a long time, and one lady referred to it as a funny. She calls it a abusive relationship because you do this platform and you get rejected. You get denied all this stuff, but you keep going back, right? But if you release that and you make room for this new thing, right? Which we did, right?
Yeah.
In our business, it exploded our business.
Yeah.
You got to make room. And my last kind of big example is that, I was making pretty good money in my job, pretty close to 6 figures with bonus, in my previous job as a general manager. And there was a certain point that our business in online started to really take off, and I was working from home, and
Yeah.
I was doing more of the business than the job, but I didn't want to let go of it because it was security, right?
Yeah.
And but
I think it took you a couple of weeks, couple of months.
months
Contemplating.
months contemplating, but my spirit was telling me, you're not even focusing on your job. And I didn't feel good about myself because I know I was there, but my attention was somewhere else. I prayed, I discerned, I did so many things that I have to do just to make sure this is the right decision. And finally I let that go, that $100,000, close to $100,000 secure job, to this unsecure, I thought in my mind, business that's taking off. But by doing that, by allowing, by releasing, that thing, I allowed something new in my life.
Yeah.
And just by doing that, it exploded our business. Just to be 100% transparent to all people who are watching, just by releasing that, it doubled,
Yeah.
right? That 6-figure income to the results in my business.
Yeah.
Because I did the right thing and I released
The old one.
old one and made room for something new. So my question to you is, what is that thing you're holding on, but you want something new? Maybe you need to open up,
Yeah.
your calendar. Maybe you need to, I hate to say this, maybe it's that relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like Roxanne was saying, maybe it's the clothes, as simple as that. You want new clothes, but your closet is full.
Full, yes.
There's no room. You got to get rid of it. If you want new furniture, maybe get rid of the old furniture. I don't know.
That's true.
I hope we gave you value today. And here's the verse for today.
It's coming from. So let us know where you guys coming from.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Where
you
you're
can
tuning in
see-
from,
yeah.
we'd love to leave us a comment. What time it is? Where you're tuning in from? Are you in? Because people are pretty much global in our page.
Right now in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, it's 10:18 in the morning.
That's right.
So the verse for today is coming from Revelation 21, verse 5, and it says, "He who was seated on the throne said, I am making everything new."
I am making everything new. He who is seated, God is telling you, I'm making everything new. But our message today is to get something new. God is preparing you, and you gotta make room for
Yeah.
it. Because if there is no room, there's no place to put it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's really, really important. And it spoke to our heart. We want to give it back to you. And our prayer for you today is that if you want something, that you actually have the courage, you get rid of the fear of
Yes,
the unknown and just release that
Yeah.
old to have something new.
I like that. Yeah, release the old one to get to be able to receive something new. That's awesome.
I hope we gave you value today. That is another episode of
It's a new day, it's a new you.
I think Roxanne is gonna show a little bit here quickly.
Oh, sure. Okay. Oh.
Just
So
quickly, and
yeah.
this is kind of where we kind of do our runs.
hello, hi baby. So yeah, we run over there. Our favorite stairs. This beautiful weather as well. Beautiful community.
Bye.
Bye guys. Have a great weekend.